check this out. Hey guys, this is John Wu. I'm going to show you something today really cool about the sbRIO. You might think that these systems are sold as is with no expandability, but actually NI also makes accessories called mezzanine cards to help you expand the single board RIO with existing C-series modules. So let me show you how it's done. Let's take a look at what a mezzanine card is. So I have right here in my hand, this is called a 9697 two-slot mezzanine card. You'll notice that it has two expansion ports, so one here and one here. And it also has an RMC high-density connector on the back. So basically, the way these guys work is that if you have a single board RIO, a digital-only single board RIO, you can mate these two guys together like so. So it becomes kind of like a sandwich where you have the mezzanine card on the top, that's why it's called a mezzanine card, and you have the single board RIO unit on the bottom. So what this allows you to do is this allows you to expand the single board RIO system with existing C-series modules. Now, there's going to be a tricky thing because if the module is still in the enclosure, you're not going to be able to fit it into one of these slots. So you're going to have to take apart the module. Now, NI sells board-only modules, C-series board-only modules. Usually they'll have the designation of, 9232E, ABCDE, or 9239E to designate its board-onlyness. But you can take this module and you can stick it in here, like so. Now, you'll have to be very careful about treating these nude PCB boards as with any other electronics. So be sure to get your anti-static wrist guards and so forth. But if you do that, basically this becomes a module that's mounted on the mezzanine card. Now you can have one, or I might as well just show you how to take apart one of these. It's really easy. Usually there's two screws on the back. So we'll take that guy apart. I get that later. We'll take this guy apart. Okay. So now this is loose. Loosey-goosey. Loose. Okay. But we need to get the green PCB out, and usually there are these two studs, and all you have to do, you might need some needle nose pliers, but all you have to do is unscrew the studs. Oh, by the way, this is a 9202 module. I'm gonna remove that. Remove this. Okay. All right. And let's just kind of pop it out. Ta-da. Okay. I will be clear though, this might void your warranty, so be careful. But usually NI products are pretty durable. Okay, so that's a board-only module, the 9202. So I'm gonna mate it with the system I had here. I just pop it in. And here we go. Pretty neat, huh? So if you were going to design an enclosure anyways for your embedded system, this, what I'm holding in my hand, is basically the power of a compactrio plus two extra C-series modules, all put into a nice package. I happen to have some spare 9607s and some spare 9697s, the mezzanine cards, which I'm putting up for sale on the NI Trading Post. So if you're interested, you can have the power of compactrio for a fraction of the price. And it's pretty cool. Let me show you some of the software stuff from the LabVIEW side. Okay, so let's hop on over to LabVIEW to see how we set up the 9697. So here's an empty project from LabVIEW, and as long as you have, well, if you're going to use single sbRIO, you have to install LabVIEW, LabVIEW Realtime, LabVIEW FPGA. So you should have those installed anyways, right? Here's my FPGA module, here's my real-time module, along with the compactrio drivers, right? So let's say if I just made a fake simulated 9697, walk over to here, drag that down, have a 9607. Okay, I'll give it a few seconds. It's gonna create that target. And what usually happens is we have to go ahead and make a new FPGA target, right? Because it's going to run stuff on the FPGA. All right, so up to this point, everything's kind of normal. But if you can walk over to the FPGA target and you say new, here what's most interesting. You say new and then a sbRIO mezzanine card. Okay. And then you designate, okay, it's going to be a 2-slot 9697. There are different variations of the mezzanine card, but let's just use the 9697 as an example. It's a 2-slot C-Series RMC. C-Series RMC. Okay, so we click OK. All right, so that's going to give you actually, and I forgot to mention this, on the backside of the 9697, there actually is another header. So for pins, you'll see the exposed about 24 DIO pins from the RMC connector being exposed on this header here. So that's another thing that you can get out of this 9697. So let's collapse these guys. And if I wanted to, let's say, put that down for a little bit, have a new C-Series modules, I could just say, okay, make a simulated module, let's say for the one that I had, 9202. And here we could see that I could say, ooh, look at the list of all these modules I can add to my single sbRIO. So let's have a 9202. Where's it going to go? Well, I pretty much designate if it's going to go here, slot 1, or here, slot 2. So I say one of these slots, slot 1. I say OK. And then the rest is just like using a compactrio, no difference. And so from the software side, all the channels from the modules are being exposed, and you would just go about and write LabVIEW code in the way that you are used to before. You drag your modules, drag your nodes into here, and then you do your own thing. Okay, so pretty much very rare. Not many people know about the 9697, and I hope this video gives you a good idea of what it can do. Basically, you have a mini compactrio without the enclosure. See you. Bye-bye.